Okay, wait a minute. I have. Okay, so we are live right now. Okay. I guess we'll start having people. So let's go to APT. Go here. Stars. Good stars. Very happy. And okay. PhD2 guiding. Two here. I think it's okay here. Okay. Just like that. Just to see the numbers. Not the whole, just this part. Okay. Hello, welcome to my live stream. This is the third night of imaging the Whirlpool Galaxy. I'm quite happy you joined this live stream. We're gonna have too much fun imaging this beautiful galaxy. How are you guys? Are you fine? Auto stretch some right here and then get the PhD2 guiding tab right here. Okay, I think that right now we're totally fine. Just to see the numbers. Why is it moving so much? Oh, the dithering. Yeah. Now we're gonna have a problem. I need to wait right now for it to come back here. Okay. Let's wait for a few seconds so it can stabilize. Okay. Wait a minute, I'm gonna move right now to the get internet because I can't do anything with mobile data. Okay, let's wait for a few seconds in order to stabilize the guiding. You can see how the stars look. Is it because of the settings by any chance? Dithering timeout. Now we have connection right here. Welcome to the live stream. Thank you for the hearts too. I would love if you shared the live stream so more people could watch. Okay, and I think that we can start or just continue with the guiding. Okay, now the numbers are stabilized on 0.2, which is very nice. Let me have camera. I hope that you can see me, but yeah, I can't do anything right now with the camera. I'm very close to the telescope and you can tell that it's not the best location to be with a light bulb. Okay, so let's wait now for the 7th frame. The guiding is really nice. If you compare it to last night's guiding, there's a huge difference, and it is a positive difference. Unlike yesterday, I have a very nice transparency with no African dust, nothing that could make my images worse. So yeah, I think that my conditions are optimal. Let's see now. No, I can't. I'm gonna open the light bulb in a few hours because I am right next to the telescope and it's gonna interfere a lot, so you can tell. Okay, so right now I'm quite happy that the numbers of the guiding are pretty solid. It was like 0.8, something like that, and today it's a solid 0.2. You can see here the galaxy. Let's have a look closer. Okay, you can see here the galaxy, how beautiful it is. Thank you for the hearts too, appreciate them. And as you can see, this is the Whirlpool galaxy. The stars are way better than yesterday too. They still show a small movement, but it's not like yesterday. Yesterday there was like double stars everywhere. This night was meant to be the special one, I guess. And I can see many stars right now. I can see even the faintest ones on many constellations like Serpens, Hercules. I can see the whole constellation of Ursa Minor, Ursa Major, very beautiful. Welcome to the live stream, whoever joined right now. How are you guys? Let's have fun here imagining the Whirlpool galaxy. I am going to do live stacking too. And now I tell this thing. Let's start. Are the numbers again like that? I think I need to find some good settings in order to not have anything related to dithering. You know, the movement of the stars and this thing is caused by dithering, so I need to find a way to avoid this. Let's wait now for this one, and then I'm gonna start live stacking. As you can see, I have collected 9 frames, and I'm gonna delete one because it is pretty bad. Yeah, you can see here, because of the dithering. So I think I'm gonna do some changes on the settings. So let's go here on guiding, settings, and I'm gonna dither on every 5 images, and it's not doing this stuff, it's doing like every 3 images. I don't know. Selected. Okay, and now I think we can start live stacking. I only just want to delete 2 images, and then I think we're ready to do this process. So let's go to Whirlpool Galaxy. I have made a different way to save the images. I just want to be more organized. You can see night 1, night 2, night 3. So let's go here on, and I can see that the galaxy is pretty beautiful. That's very nice. And this is definitely going to make my existing result better. Because if you saw my last live stream last night, there was African dust, and this was pretty bad. If you saw the stacked file, there was just no difference between the night 1 result and the night 2, which the night 2 had data from the night 1 and the night 2, which was actually about 6 hours, something like that. And now I have to do this thing in order to get better images. The data I collected last night was just for the bin. If I collect more than 20 hours, I'm just gonna throw them to the recycle bin without even thinking it, just because the stars were pretty bad. And generally the conditions were not optimal. Okay, so let's go here, see the frames. This one has to be deleted, definitely. Don't show this warning again. Let's see this close up. The stars around, okay. I think this one is bad. Yeah, this one is bad. And this one is okay. So I'm gonna see here. I have 7 frames of 2 minutes, which is 14 minutes of total exposure time. So right now I'm gonna show you how to do live stacking using Deep Sky Stacker Live. This is the most convenient way, at least for me, in order to do live stacking. If you have the cooled ZWO ASI cameras, the ASI Studio is so good. I use it with my ZWO ASI 224MC camera just to do some quick live stacks, and it was so convenient, better than Deep Sky Stacker Live. You could adjust many things. No, I opened Deep Sky Stacker right now. I want Deep Sky Stacker Live, this one. And now I'm gonna select the file we want. So here we go, images, Whirlpool Galaxy, night 3, lights, and I think that this is the file we want. Monitor, you have 8 images, it says, so we're gonna go here. I think I need to focus again my telescope. It is, you can see it's not totally focused, so I just need to try. Okay, and I'm gonna stack them too. This is what we want at all. Stacked image. Now we just want to wait for it to register the images, and then it's gonna stack them for us. Okay. It looks pretty nice at the first sight, but it needs time. This is something that needs a lot of time to show serious details. If you just want to show the spirals, I think that the only thing you have to do is to just collect 30 minutes and then good night. Okay, registered 8, stacked 8. So we have now 16 minutes of total exposure time. And now I'm gonna wait for the camera to image, take the picture, and then I'm gonna refocus, because the focus is not ideal. You can see here that it's kind of blurry, so I need to make some adjustments. Let's see now. This is the camera. Okay. I think that it's good now, I guess. And I hope so. Pause, so if anything goes wrong, I will have the full control of the image. I can start seeing the constellation Scorpius, which is pretty cool. This means that the season... Oh, I can see the International Space Station too. Pretty bright in the constellation Hercules, just in the down parts. Pretty cool. So what I want to say is that I am planning on the summer to do some live streams, but I am not pretty sure if I can have the mic on, because the place where I'm gonna go, there's a lot of people, and you know, it's not gonna be quiet. So I think I'm gonna do just live stacks without talking, and just I'm gonna be texting. I hope that everything is gonna go well, because I want to be speaking. It's a way different atmosphere then, but I don't know. I am going to visit a Portal Class 3 place for a few months, so this is gonna give me a lot of time to experiment on many different targets, like the Veil Nebula, the Lagoon Nebula, the Eagle Nebula, and of course some planetary nebulae like the Dumbbell, the Ring. Okay, so now the focus is pretty good, but yeah, you have the stars because of the movement. So I didn't want to stack this particular image, but what can I do right now? Okay, so let's have a look on the galaxy. Let's do some adjustments here. The black point, of course, I need to reduce black point so the image can have a better contrast. And slowly I'm gonna start giving some good views of this galaxy. It just needs time. You can see here the edges, and this is the only bad thing of a reflector telescope. And yeah, it's the collimation too, but this is the basic one, which can be fixed by getting a coma corrector. So what you can see here on the edges of the image, you can see that it has quite a lot of coma. You can see the elongation on the back of the stars. This is coma, and in order to fix it you need a coma corrector, which sometimes is a reducer too. I should definitely go for it, because my reflector telescope is the best I have right now, and I want to capture quality images. Okay, you can see here that there is the star and there is the small one here, because it was 2 times. Okay. this is a pretty intense adjustment here. Okay, I think it would be better to keep it like that and just see these details. If I auto search, you can see the whole galaxy, the whole spirals and all this stuff. I hope that I'm gonna collect quality data tonight. I really want to capture a nice image on this one. A very beautiful target. Now we just have to wait. So guys, what are you planning to capture? If you are an astrophotographer watching, I hope that you have clear skies so you can image something. Okay, let's wait now for the 14th one. I listen to the motor drive right now. Damn. Okay, so let me show you the data I collected last night. It's gonna be so funny, and I want you to I just want to compare with my first night's one. Okay, so let's go here. Night 1, lights, and here you can see how it looked in the first night. The transparency was pretty good. And generally it was pretty beautiful sky, good transparency, no high clouds, no African dust, just like today. And let's have a look on the second night. What a beautiful target here. So you can see that the galaxy shows only 70% less details than my first nights. You can see how much impact the conditions of your night sky make on the image. And because this is a broadband target, and it is one of the most sensitive broadband targets, what I mean by saying sensitive, that means that even with small changes in light pollution you will see the difference. If I go right now to the Bortle 6 place, the galaxy is gonna be much fainter. But if I go to Bortle class 3 place, I'm gonna see much more details. And this is the beautiful thing about the galaxy, that it benefits a lot from conditions which are better and less light pollution, of course. The Pinwheel galaxy is also something like that, but it's just not as easy as this one. The Pinwheel galaxy needs a lot of time and patience in order to show the spiral arms, details on the galaxy. It needs a lot of time and patience. I captured it last year, and if you see my result, it was so bad. I mean, for the knowledge I had last year, it was okay, decent, but when I see it, it is so bad. Let's go now find Pinwheel galaxy. It's somewhere here. Okay, here it is. this is the image, and I just need to... Okay, this is the image I took of the Pinwheel Galaxy last year. It was July, after a month of not doing astrophotography because I had forgotten the camera here when I went to the same border class 3 place, and I didn't do any serious astrophotography. But you can see here how bad it is. I mean, you can see the spiral arms, you can see some details on the galaxy, but the walking noise, which is these lines over here, the walking noise totally eats the whole image. It would have been much better, but the walking noise just ate my whole image. And this is when I started to do a research about the walking noise and how I am going to combat this. And this is combat by the dithering process, which is actually just a small movement in the frame, and this is the best gun or tool, however you can pronounce it. I would say that it is the main gun in order to combat the walking noise. Of course, you also need cooling on your camera. If you have a cooled camera like the ZWO ASI 585 MC Pro, then you are totally lucky. But if you have a DSLR, which is also stock, which means that it is not modified for astrophotography like it was back then, you are just gonna regret buying a camera, a DSLR. You're gonna absolutely need to buy a new camera, cooled. So this is the image I took. And it is very bad, in my opinion. So let's see now. I want to show you all of the images I took. Let's start by the Andromeda Galaxy. If you follow me on my Instagram, you're gonna find every image of them. Not everyone, but you're gonna find most of them, because there are some images I deleted because they were too bad and I want my profile to look good. So let's have a look on the Andromeda Galaxy, which you can find on my Instagram. I have a link below on the description. Make sure to follow me there. I upload very nice content. And yeah, this is how it looks. After a lot of tries, a lot of frustration, I just got this result, and back at the time it was my best of all time. But right now I could say that the best of all time is the Orion Nebula, which I'm gonna show you next. So let's have a look on the next one, which is the Antenna Galaxies. I captured it last month, and what worked well with this image is the details. At least I got the antennae right here. You can see how they elongate like that, but my background was pretty bad, and you can also see that the stars are burnt. This is how we call it. And this is because the stars were pretty bad, the guiding was very bad also, so I just used a script on Cyril which fixes your stars. This is, you can see here, my last year's attempt on the Antenna Galaxies. I didn't even use flat frames, and I can see that it's pretty bad, but back then I loved it. Let's go to the next one, the Beehive cluster. Here I had some problems with the flat frames. You can see some artifacts here which are caused of this, and you can also see here the, how we call it, diffraction spikes. Yeah, the diffraction spikes, which are because I use a Newtonian telescope. Some people don't like them, but I love them. This is one of the best things my Newtonian has, and not only mine but also all of the Newtonians. Let's go to the next one, one of my best images of this galaxy season, the Black Eye galaxy. You can see here how good it is, at least for me. The stars were pretty round, pretty solid, and this is because of the guiding, and I got a different approach this time. Let's go to the last year's attempt. You can see that the colors are more in the pink side, something like that, but if I go on this one, it is brownish, something more to the brown or yellow. I just wanted to take a different approach on this year's attempt. Of course, you can say your opinion in the comments. I would like to hear it. And let's go to the next one, which is the Blow Dryer galaxy, also captured this year. And yeah, I could do better job on focus. This is the bad of doing galaxy photography with a telescope which has a focal length of 750 millimeters. If I had an Edge HD 11 or something with a longer focal length, it would be way better. And you can also see here my attempt last year. It is just a monochrome image, something which I didn't like. This is my first Boats and Cigar Galaxies image, and this is my most recent, which I could have managed better. You can see that it is so unnatural looking here on this part. It is so unnatural looking. It looks like it has some artifacts, and yeah, I should have kept the stacked file to do a better job. This is the Bubble Nebula. People who follow me on my Instagram for a few months know it, and this is captured with the ZWO ASI camera, the planetary one. Pretty beautiful, I can say. It's one of my favorites. This was captured with the Canon EOS camera, which I'm using right now, and this is one of my best images of all time. If you are new to astronomy, or you just don't know about comets and all of stuff, you might not have known this iconic comet, C2023A3 Tsuchisan Atlas. This is the only comet I have seen with the naked eye, and it was just the best I have ever seen. I didn't know about comet neo-wise. I wasn't into astrophotography and astronomy back then, but right now that you can see it's pretty recent, this comet is pretty recent. This is the picture I took with the achromatic refractor and with the DSLR. It's one of my favorites. You can also see this one, which I don't remember how it's called, but I'm going to remember sometime. These images are not worth seeing. This one too. This is the Cocoon Nebula, and the stars are so many. And this is also one of my favorites of past winter season, the Cone and the Foxfire Nebulae. This was the first project I did with the modified DSLR, and you can see that the hydrogen alpha, which is right here, is too much more than this one, which is my last year's. You can just see the reflection nebula and only the cone nebula pretty faintly. Something very frustrating to see. And now you can see the Crab Nebula, another beautiful target. I captured it with the planetary camera as well. This is my last year's try with the Canon EOS camera. This is the Crescent Nebula, which I captured around October, I guess, October 2024, from a Board Class 4 site. The Croxide Galaxy, the Double Cluster, the Dumbbell Nebula, another beautiful target which I want to revisit this summer. And you can definitely see very nice structures on the Planetary Nebula. I just didn't do a nice job on denoising. You can see that it's pretty unnatural looking close up, but if you look from this distance, it's very decent. You can also see the Eagle Nebula captured last year. Let's have a look on the Pillars of Creation too. It doesn't want to zoom. Yeah, this is how it looks. And it was my best image back then. I remember that it was in August 2024 or July. I can't remember, but I think it was in these 2 months. This is the Veil Nebula, pretty recent, and I want to revisit it. Of course, this was an experiment. The Elephant Trunk Nebula. This image had so much potential, but it is just destroyed through the noise. The Fireworks Galaxy. Here, another beautiful target which you can get in the summer to the fall, something like that. The stars are again with this serial script because the original ones were pretty bad, and I really like the colors on this one. This is the Fishhead Nebula. This is a part of the Heart Nebula. It is in the bottom. The Flame and the Horsehead, I captured it in the second day of the year, and this image too had a nice potential, but this was just because of the crop I did right here was just because there were reflections on these upper sides which were derived from the star Al-Nilam. The Flaming Star Nebula, another nice target which needs time. The Heart of the Heart Nebula. This is also a part of the Heart Nebula, but it is in the center, and I really loved this one, and I still love the image. Very beautiful for me. The Helix Nebula. This is a very difficult target if you are in light polluted areas, and I could have gotten better image on this, but it is just on the light pollution dome, so this means that the quality would be much worse. I just don't want to have this image. I also have the Photoshop Express here, the watermark. The Hockey Sticks Nebula, nothing important to see. The Iris Nebula. This one was pretty hard to process. I can say that this is very hard to process. If you really know how to process dark, dusty regions of the night sky, this target is for you. But if you are like old me, and this was the first target you did with dusty regions, you're gonna blow your mind in a negative way. Here is also one of my favorites, the Jellyfish Nebula. A very nice target. I captured it with the Achromatic Refractor 2. This is why it has this quality. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with this image, to be honest. You can see Jupiter. This is my best image of Jupiter of all time. I captured it on January. Yeah, it was mid-January with the ZWO ASI 224 MC camera. The Barlow, I just connected two Barlows. I Barlowed the Barlow and I had 5 times of magnification, and yeah, this is the image I got. Pretty beautiful for me. I just had these artifacts from Whirlpool, which is software which derotates your image, because Jupiter is rotating very fast. I think in just 10 hours it completes a rotation around its axis. So yeah, the Lagoon Nebula from last year, pretty noisy. The Leo Triplet, very nice for me. This is my attempt on 2024. The Little Dumbbell Nebula, which is also one of my favorites. Markarian Chain, Mars, Messier 2, Messier 4, Messier 5, Messier 15, Messier 41. Another image here. Let's go now to the good ones. This is not a good one for me. The Needle Galaxy, another recent. NGC 4725. This image is too much denoised, and this is why it doesn't have a great detail. Close up, you can see if I add magnification, it's not very sharp. So let's move to the next one. The North American Nebula, it was captured with my lens and camera. The Omega Nebula from last year. The Orion Nebula, the best image of all time for me. I was blown away by the details I got in just 4 hours from my backyard. Very beautiful for me. The Pac-Man Nebula, another image which had a great potential, and it turned out to be pretty bad. This one too. The Pleiades star cluster, imaged last year in late 2024. If only I collected more data, it would have been very beautiful. The Ring Nebula, another beautiful target, one of my favorites too. And yeah, I can capture it, but it's pretty low still, so I'm not gonna do it because I am also capturing the Whirlpool Galaxy. Let's have a look close up here. I also got this thing which looks like a shield, something like that, around the nebula, the Rosette Nebula. Hello Mr. George Animations, thank you for your subscription, it's appreciated. How are you, mate? Are you okay? Here we are capturing the Whirlpool Galaxy. Let me show you. Okay, this is how it looks. Yeah, I have movement here. Okay. Yeah, sure. Do you want me to pin you or something on the live stream? Because this is the best thing I can do right now. Okay. Yeah, it looks pretty nice. If you see some parts of my last night's live stream, the image was pretty bad, but today I think I fixed it. I just have these double stars which are from dithering, so I just have to wait. Everyone wanted to be an astronaut, even me, but now I want to be an astrophotographer. I hope. Oh, that's bad, man. That's pretty bad. Why would people bully you because you want to be an astronaut? This is the best job you can do. You can do. At least for me. It's pretty nice to be an astronaut, but it needs a lot of studying, I believe. Yeah. At least now I changed to an astrophotographer. I don't need to study anything. Let's have a look right now to the next images here. Okay, from now on there's nothing. You are not stupid. If you believe in yourself, trust me, you're gonna do it. This is the key thing you need to do. Just believe in yourself. Oh, that's good. If you moved schools, then you're pretty nice with this. Do they support you on this one? Let's see the other images. Sunflower, very nice. Another beautiful target for me. That's very good. If you have supportive friends, that's very nice. I can say that this will help you a lot. This will motivate you a lot to chase your dream. Oh, this is a triangulum galaxy. This is the nightmare of my life, and I will explain why. I had been trying to take a decent image. Thanks, man. Thanks you a lot. I really try hard to create content for you, and yeah. Right now, ideally, I would be studying for the exams we have. But I'm just here, sitting in the backyard, imagining the Whirlpool galaxy. I think it's a good deal, to be honest. So I want to say, because of the triangulum galaxy, I had been trying to take a decent image for 2 years. Καλησπέρα Μάνο. Τι κάνεις φίλε, καλά? So that's pretty good. The moon is very beautiful, and it has many nice targets to see and craters. It's very interesting. Good job, man. Good job. So I have been trying to take a decent image of this target for at least 2 years, and I just ended up getting this image a few months ago. So this is how it looks. I was very happy with this result, and I keep being happy. You can see here. I am from Greece, man. I am from Greece. A nice country for astrophotography, but a bad country for the other things. The Veil Nebula, the Western Veil here too. That is one of my most underrated images, I can say. The Whale Galaxy here. The Whirlpool Galaxy, this is very important to see. This is the last year's image. Thanks, man. So this is the last year's attempt. I really had beautiful colors on this one, but because I didn't know how to save my images on serial, I got this resolution you see, 441 times 338. Stupid me, I can say. The Wedgehead Nebula is the last image we can see here. It is, I can say, the hardest project I have ever gone for. It is very faint, it needs a lot of time of integration, and yeah. Μια χαρά, Μάνο. Τώρα το είδα το μήνυμά σου, συγγνώμη. Γιατί τώρα κάθομαι και έβλεπα τις φωτογραφίες. Χαίρομαι που είσαι μια χαρά. Έχεις σκοπό κάτι να φωτογραφίσεις? Γιατί έχει καθαρό ουρανό. Πιστεύω και από Αθήνα θα είναι καλά. Εμείς εδώ πέρα βλέπεις, στην Ανάβησο απολαμβάνουμε λίγο σκοτεινό ουρανό. Okay, this is the last image I want to show you, and then let's go now to the basics. Astrophotography tool. Oh, I needed to dither in 20 minutes now. To dither, to do meridian flip. What's 20 minutes? I think it's 5 minutes. That's nice. Are you in a dark sky, or are you in the city? Because if you are in the city, that's bad if you want to observe deep sky objects. But if you want to see the moon, which you are interested in, then it's, even if you are from a border class 20 side, you're gonna see it. Okay. I'm gonna have to wait now. That's nice, very beautiful. That's nice. Yeah, I think we have a difference of 2 hours or something like that. Yeah. Wow, the stars are so many. I would really like I would really love if you could see them, but my camera is for the trust. But I can see so many stars. It's so beautiful tonight. I didn't really expect this, to be honest. I can see now Antares. I can see the Scorpius constellation rising. Well, you from England, you're unlucky not to be able to see better the Milky Way galaxy. This is pretty bad because this is the best region of the night sky. This is not a live view. This is subframes I capture. These are 2-minute subframes, and as you can see here, I have captured 30 of them, which totals to 1 hour. I am going to Spain for holiday in 29 days. That's very nice. I would really like to go to Spain too. They have dark sky sites, I think, there. Let's see now. I really need to do meridian flip, and it's gonna take some time. I think 15 minutes. So you're not gonna be able to see many things right here. I'm gonna be tweaking around. Okay. Let's see the live stack. I dismissed it. I'm just here talking. Okay. So it has stacked a lot of images. But I'm sure it can do better. Why is it like that? It really needs better. Okay, let's close this one. Close this. Close this. The numbers on guiding, on PhD2 guiding, are the ideal I want, and this makes me so happy after all the frustration I had last night. If you watched my live stream, you would understand. I was literally out of my mind. Okay, PhD2 guiding, and we're here like that. I'm gonna stay like this, and just I'm gonna wait for the right time in order to do the meridian flip. I need to drink some water because I have been talking to myself for like 50 minutes or so. Okay, I can also see the constellation Cygnus on the northeast rising. It's gonna be cool to see the Milky Way tonight. Even from my bottle class 4 to 5 backyard, it's gonna be an absolute banger. I really can't wait to go to Zakynthos in the Bortki class 3 backyard, which I was talking about before. Okay, so yeah, I need to change the battery right now, which means I'm gonna do meridian flip. So if you don't hear me well, this is because I'm gonna be around my telescope to do the meridian flip and start finding the Whirlpool galaxy. Okay, so let's go. Okay, man, thanks for being in the live stream. And yeah, I appreciate that you thank me for that. I really want to help you, because everyone has to do what they love, and people can't judge it for me. This is my opinion. People have different opinions, so okay man, bye, have a good night, and I hope you see the moon and all of this stuff. Have a good night, man. Bye. Okay, so let's go and do the meridian flip. This is the worst part of this night, and you're gonna understand why. Now what I'm gonna do is to take the telescope to the other way, because it is in a point that, let me show you. Wait, I need to turn off the guiding now, and I really need to show you what is actually happening. So I guess you can see me right now. If I take the laptop here, you can see the telescope, okay? And it's pretty close to hit the mount. This is because it has reached the meridian, and I need to move it on the other side in order to continue. So I hope, let me just take the laptop on the way that you can see me. At least I hope so. I'm not pretty sure about that. Okay, I'm gonna turn on the red light which I have in the head, and I'm gonna rotate here. Okay, I also need to disconnect the cameras. The guide scope here, I'm gonna put it over there. I think it's gonna be okay. And let's move it on the other side of the night sky. This is how we do it. I really hate this part because it's taking time. Oh, I still see the stars, and they are so many, so beautiful. I love this night. It's a therapy for the exams tomorrow. I'm gonna be sitting an exam on algebra, and you can understand that it's not the best thing, at least for me. I don't like mathematics. Okay, let's see here the okay, now I'm gonna take the laptop to the other way, because I really want you to hear me. Let's take off the cable of the DSLR, take the cable of the guiding camera, put the mobile phone over there, and now I think that I am okay by just moving the laptop on a way that you can hear me. So I think that now we're okay. You can see me right here. Okay, let's move now on. Okay, so we're 6 human beings on this live stream. Very nice. Firstly, I want to check the polar alignment to see if it's okay. This is a basic thing to do. Let's move the chair with the laptop over there and have a view through the polar scope, because I think that I moved it or something like that. We're gonna see. Okay, let's move it slowly to the east. And okay, I think I need to make some adjustments. To be honest, some small adjustments with the bolts. Okay, something like that is totally fine. I think now that the polar alignment is very nice, the ideal for me. So what I'm gonna do now is to move the telescope to the proper place and start doing the meridian flip. And I also needed to find, oh, the balance is so bad, I can tell. Anyways, I'm gonna sit here and try to find the Whirlpool galaxy through the finder scope just by using the star hopping method. I don't have ASIR. Okay, I can see Miser and Alcor. And I found the place where Messier 51 is located. That's very nice. So, no. Okay. I saved my motor drive here. Let's take off the battery and insert the charged one. Which is right here. This is the battery. And now I'm just gonna move the telescope a bit with the hand controller, which I have right here. And I think that I am okay right now. I just need to be careful here to not move the mount by mistake. And I can see some stars, I guess. So let's move the telescope. I saw a meteor. I literally saw a meteor passing by the stars through the camera. That was awesome. Oh my god. Very beautiful. Okay, so I can see the stars here, and I think that it's located somewhere here, I guess. I really need to focus. And let's capture the first sub of 25 seconds in order to see where the Whirlpool galaxy is located and make the proper adjustments. Okay. Where is this now? I really want to see this. Okay. It looks pretty nice. I found it. And I'm gonna move the motor drive with the motor drive controller, just a small movement on the right, like that. Okay. I think that right now I can connect the camera so you can have a look too. Because it gets boring, I understand. But this is how it's done. I'm sorry about that. I could easily pause the live stream, but I want you to at least to hear. So here we have the cable of the DSLR camera, and I can't find the port. Okay, here. And connect to the DSLR. I think, is there any? Yeah, I didn't do it correctly. Okay, connect. Yeah, I have to stop EOS utility. The nightmare of my life. This application right here is the nightmare of my life. I only use it just to load the flat frames, for nothing else. Now we have this one, cancel. I don't want anything from you. And now live view, and let's have a look on the stars. So zoom, look how it looks. It's so bad. Wait, I think that I should do it with the camera itself and not with the laptop. It's way easier. There's a comma, this is why it looks like that. I think I have to find another star. Okay, let's take a picture in order to make sure that the focus is okay, and then if I am satisfied with it, I'm gonna start the process of calibration on guiding. I also want to say that I'm gonna shut down the live stream at 12 a.m. For me it's in about 45 minutes, so this is why I started the live stream earlier. Let's see, it's loading. Okay, and I think that I should have a look. It's so freaking faint. I can't even see anything in this darkness. Yeah, I need to shoot again. And I also need to move the star, this one right here, which you can see I just need to move it a little bit here in order to center the galaxy better. This is gonna make a lot of difference. Let's see now the other result. It's gonna be... Why is it taking so much time? Yeah, I can see it. I can say that I'm satisfied with the focus, so I'm just gonna move the star. A little bit to the upside. Wait, I just should do some adjustments. Here. Okay, I think that this is the correct place to frame the galaxy. Why is it keep changing the ISO? That's so annoying. Okay. Let's wait now for the sub-exposure to roll in, just to make sure that the framing is okay, and then I'm gonna start the guiding calibration. Okay, the image is captured, and let's have a look. It's loading. Okay, so I am pretty satisfied with the framing. That means that I'm gonna go to PhD2 guiding, and I'm gonna make some changes. Why is the battery? Ah, yeah, I forgot that. Okay, let's take off the battery and get to the other one. And we're here. I hope that the focus is sustained. I hope, at least. I'll think right here. Just charge the laptop. It's pretty important. Mosquito. It's charging, which means that we are okay now. Let's have a look again on the focus, just to make sure that everything is okay. Even with this small movement I did, everything can change. This is what we get with these focusers. And now you can see me, right? Yeah. The night sky is so beautiful. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's so beautiful. How many stars are visible right now? I can't even describe it. Wow. The focus is even better. Wow. That's so nice. So, let's start now the calibration, of course. Very important. And I have to mess up with this cables right now, seriously? No, 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 no. Okay. Just take these cables right away. Here. And I think now that just like that. Okay, let's take now the cables so I can make sure that everything is connected to the laptop, and then I can definitely start the process of calibration. And I also have to connect the ST4 cable to the motor drive hand controller, another very important connection, and we're fine right now. Now I can start the PhD2 guiding calibration process. Pretty simple. And let's loop. Don't tell me that this was the Whirlpool Galaxy I was. Wait, because I think that this was the Whirlpool Galaxy. Is it still visible like that? No. No, I thought that I saw the Whirlpool Galaxy through the guide scope or something like that. I don't really get it. Wow, very nice choice, PhD2 guiding. Congrats. Just go to this star, which is definitely much more brighter. Okay, that's nice now. So let's start. Yeah, I also have to decrease the sidereal speed, and now I'm ready. APT. Let's have a live view of what's going on, because it's doing some movement. This what? Oh, that's okay now. Let's wait now for the calibration process to finish, and then I'm not gonna stay until 12 a.m. Sorry for this, because I really need to go for sleep. As I said before, I'm gonna sit an exam tomorrow and I need sleep, so I'm gonna just close in 20 minutes. But I really suggest you to stay until the end, because we're gonna have much more things. Okay, that's good for you. You missed the whole process of the meridian flip, and this is good for you, because it was totally boring. So you came back at the right time. I am now calibrating the guiding, and I'm gonna start again capturing images. Okay, it's guiding. But why is it like that? It looks like it has bad numbers or something. I can't really understand, but see the numbers are rising. Shall I wait? I think I burst to stabilize on the declination axis. I also have to show my face right now. Yeah, it's the time of the night. Come on, just stay here. Okay, so I bet that you can see the. Is it lagging? Yeah, because of the connection, the internet connection is for the streets. Okay. The numbers are finally going into the normal. Okay. Thank you for the hearts. And I think that I'm gonna start now. I'm not having anything to lose right now. I'm just gonna begin. I captured around, it would be 30 frames or something like that. I'm gonna capture 150 more frames of 2 minutes. I think it's a good deal. And let's start right now. Okay. Okay. Now I have the internet connection on my mobile phone, so I can see the messages right now. Okay. So this is where the no, it has moved right now. I think it is a center or something. At least I hope so, because I really want to have the Whirlpool Galaxy centered. I think now, how can I make this bulb just to be somehow, because it's gonna interfere with my project, and I don't really want that. Okay, bro, good night. Have a night's sleep. Now, come on, just okay. Now I think I can show my face